All right, hello everybody. KV Chief Meteorologist Hunter Williams here with you for our nightly extended update on the forecast. Main story remains the heat as we go through this week. Today, I thought that we might go even hotter than this. We ended up hitting 101, and that ties us. I think we've done that 3 times now, but that ties for the hottest number we've seen so far this summer. Tomorrow, I have a number hotter than that in my forecast, and we'll get into those details here in just a little while. Here's a live view on this, a Wednesday evening. Let's look live from our tower cam out towards Lake Austin and the Pennybacker Bridge and the Austin Country Club. A very nice scene. Humidity is back on the increase, so at least we've had that. This morning was fantastic. We had parts of the hill country were down to the 50s, just amazing for late July. That's because the humidity was low, then it was a dry heat this afternoon. That's going to start to change tomorrow, so you'll feel a little bit more of that mugginess going on. Triple digits will continue through at least Friday, and maybe even into the weekend for some spots based on the way this forecast is trending. But yes, we do get back into some small rain chances by Friday and Saturday. Not a situation where everybody will see rain, but I do think we'll have some hit or miss rain around. Okay, on the topic of this low humidity, I mentioned how cool it was this morning in some spots. Now, immediately in town, it was 70 degrees in Austin. And look, that's about 6 degrees cooler than average for this time of the year, but nothing, out of this world. But that's because of the urban heat island effect that keeps these more urban central parts of Austin a little bit warmer in the outlying spots. The airport went down to 63 this morning. Taylor went down to 63. LaGrange 66, getting 65. Look at that. San Marcos went down to 61. And this is the most amazing number out here. Gillespie County, Fredericksburg went down to 59 degrees. How about that for late July? Now you fast forward several hours later into the afternoon. Obviously, temperatures jumped up. So that's the thing with dry air. It cools down easily. But the flip side of that is it heats up easily. So you get a big swing between the morning low and the afternoon high. We call that the diurnal range. So it was a big one today. 101 was the high for Austin. In town at Camp Mabry. 100 was the high at the airport today. Taylor hit 100 today. Georgetown, Cameron, San Marcos, Horseshoe Bay, all hit the triple digits today. And that brings our tally for this year up to 5. So obviously we're still way behind the pace of last year, which had 32 triple digit days to this point. And while I don't think we're necessarily going to catch up to that, I do think we're going to start to rattle off some more of these triple digit days. And remember, we still have all of the month of August, and we easily can still be having triple digit heat into September. So I know it's been a slow start heat-wise for the summer, but there's still some summer left. So we'll keep an eye on that tally for you. Here's the humidity forecast. As I mentioned, it was nice and low today. We're in the comfortable category or even down in the pleasant category. As we go into tomorrow, we're back humid, increases Friday, and then Saturday and beyond, I think we're back in either the top edge of the humid category or the bottom of the tropical category. And that's also the time frame, as I mentioned, Friday into Saturday, where we start to get some rain chances back. We'll also have, believe it or not, a very weak front, which will be moving in from West Texas and the Texas Panhandle. That will be approaching us Friday night into Saturday. For tonight, these numbers are still pretty good. Again, average for this time of the year is 76 for an overnight low in Austin. We'll be a couple degrees cooler than that. I just don't think it's going to be quite as nice as what we had this morning. Bastrop 71, Lockhart 70, San Marcos 70 for you, and we'll still have some 60s. That'll feel pretty nice. I think out in Llano, about 65 degrees in the morning. This is a closer look at the Metro and I-35 corridor. Again, these more urban populated spots. I think it's mainly going to be low and mid 70s heading out the door tomorrow morning. And then a quick warm up by 1 o'clock. It is 97. As we go into 5 o'clock, you can see we have 102 in the forecast for tomorrow, which would be a degree hotter than today, and it would be our hottest number so far of the summer. 99 in Bastrop, Lockhart 100, San Marcos 100, upper 90s along the Highway 77 corridor. And these numbers across the hill country also go a little bit hotter too. Johnson City 99, Blanco 98, Llano will go up to about 100 degrees for Thursday. And then here's a closer look at the Metro and I-35 corridor. San Marcos, Kyle, Buttes just go up I-35, triple digits. Lakeway, you'll hit 100 tomorrow. Pflugerville, Round Rock 100, Taylor, Leander, Georgetown, you get the idea. A lot of triple digits across the Austin Metro and just kind of the greater I-35 corridor for your Thursday. Now let's go to the models. Let's talk about some small rain chances. Here's the morning on Thursday. Not a lot going on, patchy low clouds, then a little bit of cloud covers to go to the afternoon. I think these will mainly be mid and high level clouds, so not really helping to cool us off all that much. As far as a rain chance, I'll step out of the way. You can see by 5 o'clock, maybe as you go east out towards the Brazos Valley, there could be a little bit of rain around. I think that would probably weaken before it gets here. So I'm going to keep us dry in our forecast tomorrow. But then Friday, we will start with some rain chances. The morning is going to be dry. Then as we go to the afternoon, you start to see that boundary working closer to us. So we'll get some isolated hit or miss showers and storms Friday afternoon, Friday evening, rain chance 10 to 20%, and then kind of the same deal as we go to Saturday. And you can see it again. We get that wind shift, so that front is kind of coming in. It's going to be weak, but it's going to come in and kind of hang around central Texas. And then as we go into, this is the last frame of our high-res data, but as we go into the early to mid-afternoon on Saturday, we'll have another round of isolated scattered showers and storms that will develop. So here's the weekend forecast. I had us at a 30% Saturday. Like we'll see. I actually dropped it down a little bit today, about a 20%, high of 98. So the rain and added cloud cover keeping us a little bit cooler. Then on Sunday, as the forecast goes dry again, mostly sunny, we'll bump back up to about 100 for the afternoon high. To be clear, this is not going to be a ton of rain over the next 7 days. Our European model and our GFS model say, you know, if you get under a heavy downpour, could you get a quick ½ inch to 3/4 of an inch of rain? Yes, but I think that's probably going to be the exception and not the rule. Many of us will likely go through this weekend and through the next 7 days and really not see any rain at all. Just some meager rain chances here on my 7-day. All right, so Thursday, 102. That would be the peak of this section of our heat wave. Friday, a 20% chance for hit or miss storms during the afternoon and early evening, a high of 100. Saturday, still a 20 to 30% rain chance, a little cooler at 98. As we go back dry on Sunday, we'll bump back up to 100. A small rain chance Monday. We'll keep an eye on that. Some of the new model data from the European model came in a little bit wetter from Monday. Maybe this could trend a little bit higher. Weak system coming in Monday, 99. Then Tuesday and Wednesday, looks like we are dry again as we head into the middle of next week. At that point, we'll be into the first several days of August, and high temperatures will be right around what is average, 98 to 99 around Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. So that's all I have for you. We appreciate everybody joining us here on our nightly edition of the extended forecast here on KVUE Plus and YouTube Live. You'll have a good rest of your night. We'll take a little bit of a break, and I'll have another update on the forecast coming up on KVUE News at 10. We'll see you then.